These are the Lonely Magic Angels. They're based off of friends from art class who changed my life, and also off of 3 aspects of the creative process: epiphany, rationale, and ache. I designed these characters with my friend Alex, who is a friend from art class that changed my life. And then I showed them to Ian, another friend from art class who changed my life and who I am now married to. And I said to Ian, we want these characters to feel like the kind of 2000s anime that we were all watching in school. And Ian said, well, then you should give them really pretentious names. So here they are: Epiphany, Rationale, and Ache. On the sun-bleached streets of the living city, my nerves awake. I'm swimming in a t-shirt, dragging my belongings up the narrow stairs of my dormitory. Each step I take is springing with the promise, singing with an angel chorus. I don't care what happens to me, I just want art and music and you. Ice water spilling into my shoes, I'm skipping home from Union Square. Don't care what happens to me, I just want art and beauty and truth. The dawn is breaking and I don't care, it turns the silver buildings Up the felty steps of the Central Theater, I fall in place, scribbling in the margins, laughing at the most pretentious part. I know what I've always wanted, you're like that too, and nobody can stop us, not what we have already started. I don't care what happens to me, I just want art and music and you. Ice water spilling into my shoes, I'm skipping home from Union Square. Don't care what happens to me, I just want art and beauty and truth. The dawn is breaking and I don't care, it turns the silver buildings blue. On the crowded street by our small apartment, I say goodbye. I'm off to California. I'm worried I'll get lost in all that sky. I hope that before I know it, you're by my side, brimming with the promise, singing with the angel chorus. I don't care what happens to me, I just want art and music and you. Ice water spilling into my shoes, I'm skipping home from Union Square. I don't care what happens to me, I just want art and music and you. Ice water spilling into my shoes, I'm skipping home from Union Square. I don't care what happens to me, I just want art and beauty and truth. The dawn is breaking and I don't care, it turns the silver buildings My new song, Ice Water, is about a very specific memory. I was going to art school in New York City. Ian and I had just started dating. I said goodbye to him at the subway and I was running back to my dorm. There was freshly fallen snow all over the trash-lined streets, and I was wearing these paper-thin clogs, and my feet and legs were just getting soaked with icy water. And I didn't care because I was so in love and I was so excited and I felt totally invincible. There was something really romantic to me about being so careless. I told Ian about it later, and he was like, you should buy boots. So we went to Union Square together, and I bought a pair of boots. When we meet, it will be with the force of an explosion. Into the air we'll go flying, up into the sky, and we'll come down to the corrosion. But we'll figure it all out. We'll figure it all out. We'll figure it all out. Together, together, together. together, 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 together. When I was showrunning Steven Universe, Garnet was my hill to die on. Garnet was based off my relationship with Ian. Ruby and Sapphire are us. We were running the show together. We knew at that time, this was 2011, 2012, that we weren't going to be allowed to show Ruby and Sapphire in a relationship with each other. So we were trying to figure out a way to have it be a character that you already loved so much that it just could not be taken out of the fabric of the show itself. We kept Ruby and Sapphire hidden from the network until 2014 when we finally made Jailbreak, and as expected, we got the note that these characters cannot be in a romantic relationship. I said that they are. They sing a song about it. They're in love. The song's already been recorded. We can't take it out. And it also was just right. It was just what the story was about. We got the characters in, and from then on, every episode with Ruby and Sapphire was a big uphill battle, but it was one that I was willing to fight. I would compromise on other things, but I would not compromise on Ruby and Sapphire. Call it an obsession, but I call it a calling. I'm flying, I'm falling, I know that I'm right. Call it something special, it's the chance of a lifetime. It's my day in the sunshine, it's my moment to fight. Every bone in my body to the tips of my hair. Every part of me's electric with care. Every second I can feel a part of the thrill of the climb. To the peak, to the peak, to the peak of my hill to die on. We can reach it together in the heat of the fever. I'll make you a believer. Nothing could be better than the top of that mountain where there's fame and there's glory and the power of story. You and I can make it, I'll be holding your hand. Sweet luck that somehow you understand my love. Oh, how your bright eyes sparkle with the thrill of the climb. To the peak, to the peak, to the peak of that hill to die on. Looking at the scenery is making me dizzy. The atmosphere is thin. Did I win, my love? And how your bright eyes sparkle with the thrill of the climb. Oh, my beautiful friend, I would do it again for all the time in my life and the air in my lungs. I would try, but now I think I don't want to die. And as I feel the thrill of the pull of the hill, I shut, heart catches, are you here with me still? My rock, my joy, my world, my shoulder to cry on. On the peak, on the peak, on the peak of my hill to die on. music video for my new song Hill to Die On is full of Cartoon Network Easter eggs. There's the checkered floor and the checkered shoes, the ID card, that's what our IDs always looked like. There's also the Part of the Madness jacket, which was a studio jacket. But my favorite Easter egg is the actual T from the Cartoon Network Studios building. You can see it just barely in the background of some of the shots. As they were closing down the Cartoon Network Studios building, somebody was auctioning off the sign one letter at a time. So my friend Adam managed to get one of the letters and we asked if we could borrow it. Toby, who was directing the video, picked it up from work, and as he was walking around, people would stop him and say, "Is that the T? Is that the real T?" It's such an honor to have a little piece of Cartoon Network history be a guest star. What a beautiful place to have a fight, cresting over the hill and out of sight. Traffic glitters in threads of red and white through our dusty window on a weeknight. Light the stove with a match, feed the neighborhood cat. At the end of the day, we have nothing to say. In our fairy tale house with the splintering walls, where the wood rats chatter and the spider crawls, I sink to my knees, I tug at my hair. I've been wanting to scream, but the words don't come. Every night I have dreams, it comes crumbling down. Now I'm letting you in, but the damage is done. Light the stove with a match, feed the neighborhood cat. At the end of the day, we have nothing to say. In our fairy tale house with the splintering walls, where the wood rats chatter and the spider crawls, I sink to my knees, I tug at my hair. I've been wanting to scream, but the words don't come. Every night I have dreams, it comes crumbling down. Now I'm letting you in, but the damage is done. Place to pack my things. I fold my clothes and load my car. You look at the floor, I pick up the pace. Will I ever come back to this beautiful place? This Lonely Magic Angel is Epiphany. She's the friend from class that makes it all seem so free and spontaneous and easy. She's the thrill and the pure joy of a great idea. The breakthrough, the fun part. I wanted to capture that feeling of being smacked in the head by the most obvious and beautiful thought, of being so excited you can't sleep, and staying up all night talking to an amazing friend about the art you both want to make. I'll write another letter that I won't send. I'll write another letter to my only friend, that's you. If you can believe it, I'm taking all the credit for my downfall. I'm taking all the credit cause it's too hard to admit what I really needed. I'm sorry that I gave you my attention. I'm sorry that I didn't know to pull away. So grateful that you told me I'm so stupid. How else would I have known? Oh yes, this is a love song. Oh yes, this is a love song. Oh, I'm in love with the way that the pull you had on me is gone. You knew I needed a friend, you swept right in. You saw me sink to the floor, I saw you grin. No, I won't come to your door, no, not again. I wanna beg your forgiveness. You knew I needed your help, you swept right in. Please keep your hands to yourself, that's not okay. You're putting words in my mouth I didn't say. I wanna beg your forgiveness. I wanna beg your forgiveness. I wanna beg your forgiveness. Forgiveness. Oh yes, this is a love song. Oh yes, this is a song. Oh, I'm in love with the way that the pull you had on me is gone. Oh yes, this is a love song. Oh yes, this is a love song. Oh, I'm in love with the way that the pull you had on me is gone. 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 This is a love song. Oh yes, this is a love song. Oh, I'm in love with the way that the pull you had on me is gone. The pull you had on me is gone. The pull you had on me is gone. The pull you had on me is. I'll write another letter that I won't send. I'll write another letter to my only friend. That's you. This Lonely Magic Angel is Rationale. She's the friend in class who's 3 steps ahead, a true designer carving out anything that isn't form or function. She doesn't think about style, she thinks about solutions. It's not, is this good? It's, does this work? There's soul searching with her because you can't just know what you want to make and how you want to make it. You have to understand why you want to make it. When you work together, it's like the whole world is coming into focus. Why'd you make it so easy? So easy to walk away. Must be something you can do. Must be something you can say. After all I've given you, give a reason I should stay. Even up the road on the mountain, even where I've been for the last few days, I have to wonder, I have to wonder, will I ever not be hungry for praise? Even as the This lonely magic angel is ache. Ache is the feeling you need to express, the agony and frustration and absolute misery of trying to make something. Ache is the friend in class making the rawest stuff, the kind of art that just spills out and doesn't care who's impressed. This is the kind of friend you can tell your secrets to, you can be real and angry and awful together. You're going to make the kind of work that shocks people awake. You're going to save each other somehow making this art. Thank you for your gracious invitation. It's a joy to meet your class. Humbly I accept this chance to speak about the nature of our craft. If I had a dream for you as I send you on your way, it would be love the way it feels, love the way it feels, love the way it feels, even when it isn't easy. On the shifting sands of industry, the surface whips and scatters. Deepest is the well in you and me, collecting all that matters. Find the people thrilling you and the thing you want to say. I hope you love the way it feels, love the way it feels, love the way it feels, even when it isn't easy. I feel foolish handing out advice. I struggle with this daily, searching for the will and inspiration. Often only one appears when the competition's fierce and the fire is burning low. It's up to us to tend it and remember, if we can, to love the way it feels, love the way it feels, love the way it feels, even when it isn't easy. Love the way it feels, love the way it feels, love the way it feels, even when it isn't easy. As you gain your mastery, never lose your sense of play. I hope you love the way it feels, even when it isn't